This is the antenna extender I've been using to get all the way, get almost 4 miles and a little plus with no signal loss. So now I'm going to take it off and see how far I can get, see how bad the signal is without it. So see how that goes. All right, let's see how far we can get. I took off the take off with caution, my ass. Come on now. I took off the antenna extender, and so now we'll see how far the drone goes. If I go just like I did last time, try to go a straight shot, see if I can hit close to 4.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
See if I can hit close to 4 miles. Last 2 times, just under 4 miles both times. I didn't lose hardly any signal, so we'll see what happens this time. Make sure there's all the update, no firmware. Everything's up to date. Okay, don't usually take this long. All right, what did that just say? Okay, so we're there. I don't know if I want to take off like that. It's never happened before. Let's try one more. No idea. Okay. Try one more time. See what happens. Well, like I said, this has never happened. All right, there we go. All right, let's go.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Not much wind like last time, so all right, let's see. It was up to about 360 feet last time, but that's when I got out of ways. All right, let's see what happens. While I'm doing this, I'm going to this story is meant for someone else, but you're welcome to listen. I have a friend who is he lives in Texas, and we haven't talked in quite some time because of politics. And while before Trump came along, I was not very political, but when he came along, I became political. Now, I've lost a couple of friends because of their support of him. You know, let me just backtrack. I was an Obama. When Obama came along, I did not like Obama. When he was first running for president, I hated him. I thought, you know, and it wasn't really him. It was the fact that I believed that if he was elected, it was only because he was African American. And for the first few years, I did not like him. But the whole time I didn't like Obama, whenever I told people, I didn't feel hated. I didn't feel like people, I didn't feel attacked. I didn't feel like people were against me. It was just, I hated him, and that was as simple as it was. And then about 2 years in, I never watched Fox News. I didn't know much about how Fox News was conservative at the time. But Bill O'Reilly was on some sort of football game. He was doing some talking about He was at a football game or something, Monday Night Football, and he was interviewing the president, Obama at the time, and he made a statement. And at the end of this, in the end of the interview, his statement was something like, "I believe you want what's best for America." And then I started looking at Obama like that, and my viewpoint of him changed. And it didn't help that his name was Obama. It sounded, when he was elected, I think that had a psychological effect on people because it rhymed with Osama. but anyway, my point is, when I hated Obama at the time, and today I believe he was probably the best man for the job. And it has nothing to do with Democrat or Republican. That's just what I believed. Okay, so now when Trump got elected or was running, it seemed like every person I talked to when I said I did not like Trump, and let me just say this, at the time I had nothing to do with his politics. He's a dick. He's just a flat out dick. I mean, to me, life is about the little things, you know, how you treat people in the little moments. If you hold a door when somebody's walking behind you, they lost the signal there. That hasn't happened. When somebody's walking in the door behind you, open the door for them. You know, it's something simple like that, little things like that. There's no way Trump would never think to do something like that. He wouldn't care. He'd slam the door in your face. Or when somebody's holding the door for you, say thank you. Trump would never say thank you. It's little things like that. Trump is a dick on much bigger levels than that. But that is why I despise the man. I think he's an absolute arrogant, pompous ass. You know, and it's hard for me to believe that Trump supporters can't see that. I mean, or they see it and don't give a shit. And let's say for a second, you know, let's say that behind closed doors, Biden's like, I don't like Biden either. Let me just state that. I don't care for Biden at all. But at least he don't try to come across as a pompous ass. Let's say he's a pompous ass behind closed doors. That's fine. But showing it to the public and showing that you don't give a shit, that's a whole nother level. That's a dangerous level in my book. Now, obviously, everyone's not going to agree with me. And I'm sure people that watch this, I'll lose a few subscribers. Don't really make a damn. But that's how I look at it. Do I agree with his politics? No, for the most part, not. I don't even agree with his politics. But that being said, I could forgive his politics if he wasn't such a dick. You know. Now, the couple people that, yeah, the signal's not even close to as good as it was on the. Yeah, look at that, already losing signal. I think it's official. The extender definitely makes a huge difference. The few times I've run out here, it's never done that at this point. Granted, it's a little hotter out here than the last few times I've flown this, but anyway, like I was saying, you know, I've lost a couple friends because of this. Now, the guy, if the guy that I'm talking about, a friend of mine who is probably going to watch this, because I'm going to leave a message for him. If he didn't want to talk politics, you know, that'd be fine. Or COVID, or he thinks everything's a conspiracy, and that's fine. If you want to believe that, so be it. That's that. But if you're going to pressure me to believe what you want to believe, that's too much for me. And that's ever since then we have stopped talking. And he messaged me the other day and wanted to talk. And I told him, you know, I don't want to talk, and basically check out this YouTube video. It'll basically be addressed to you. But so that's who I'm talking to basically here. And like I said, it is, yeah, I'm about to lose a signal here. Yep. Not even, let's see, how many, yeah, no. Let's see, where am I? I wonder if I put that. Okay, so definitely the extender makes a huge difference. Huge difference. If you've seen the last video, I went well over 4 miles by about 1,000 feet and never lost signal, not even a bar. So yes, the extender definitely works. At the beginning of this video, I'll put I'll show that extender. I don't know if I'll see if I can find it. I got it on Amazon, but I'll see if I can find the brand and stuff. But anyway, like I was saying, he also talks about September 11th being a government conspiracy, and the New Hope school massacre. How that was, you know, I try to dictate my beliefs by common sense, by what is reasonable, and it just seems like so many people either don't know what's reasonable to believe. I mean, this guy's a good bit younger than me, but you know, I think a lot of people today believe whatever they see online on the internet. If they read it, they believe it, and that's a dangerous way to live. I believe the internet will be the downfall of mankind eventually. I believe we will, you know, while it's expanding the globe and making us all connected, I think it is also tearing us apart. You know, every time I read an article about someone who, you know, I'll read an article and the article has nothing to do with politics, and then right below the article, somebody will blame it on Biden or Trump, and it's that kind of division. And Democrats, you know, I was never Democrat or Republican, but now because of Trump, I definitely side to Democrat. Definitely, you know, I don't agree with all their views, but definitely side Democrat because of Trump. And the truth is, I believe if Biden runs again, the only person Trump could beat, in my opinion, and is Biden. Now, granted, I will vote for Biden absolutely 100% if Trump runs again, without a doubt. And I pray to God. I think it's a lose-lose situation if Trump runs, because if he wins, I don't like where the country will go and how things will play out with who he is. Forget his politics. His politics alone are dangerous, but who he is alone, the way he treats people, and the way other countries will look at us, I don't see that being a positive. But if he loses, he'll just claim the election's rigged, and all his supporters will jump right back on his back and say, yeah, another rigged election. And who knows, January 6th may look like a cakewalk at that point. But the friend that I have in Texas is, oddly, he's Mexican, and so it still shocks me that he supports the man. But every time he calls or talk before, he wanted to speak politics or talk about how the COVID was a government. It was the government was trying to control us. Vaccines have been around for a long time, and we got in debate about 9/11, and every reasonable thing I threw at him, he would scoff at and act like that's ridiculous. You know, and I'd like to go into the details here, but I get pretty passionate about things like that, and my voice starts to raise because I can't stand stupidity. You know, not that you're stupid if you believe COVID's or you believe 9/11's a conspiracy, But let me put it this way, I think it's very naive. You know, one of his arguments was jet fuel don't burn at that high enough to bend steel. Well, like I told him, if you put jet fuel in an enclosed area for a long enough time, burning all sorts of paper and furniture, it's not going to be the same temperature as jet fuel would burn out in the open. And it's going to get much, much hotter. So that argument doesn't make any sense. And then the explosions he actually made the argument that the plane that hit the tower was a hologram. Now, I don't even know how in the hell do I argue with that? How do you argue when the arguments coming back make no common sense? And you know, my jaw hit the floor, and I'm thinking, what the hell? And you know, of course, he says the government had that kind of technology for years and years before us. Hell, we don't have that technology now to project a hologram in the sky like that. I'm sure many people will argue that we do. But if that's the case, anything that happens, we can just say it's a hologram. Well, I'm back. Hope you enjoyed my spiel about politics. I'm sure that you will probably, if you're a Trump supporter, I don't expect to see you on this channel, which is fine, because it's not like I'm making money off this, but I just enjoy flying drones and posting what I post. Like I said to the guy who this is meant for, if you want to call and talk about anything but politics or COVID, or call up and let's have a good conversation. But if that still means enough to you to where you feel like it's such an important issue that it has to be discussed, man, you're on your own, bro. We've been friends for a long time, but I'm not having that conversation. You can believe in holograms, Santa, the Easter Bunny, whatever, but life's too short to argue with people. Anyway, with that being said, thank you for watching. I guess the point of this video is to say, hey, guess what? The extender does work. Works a hell of a lot better. And from now on, I will definitely. This is the Hanatora remote range extender. Hanatora RCN1 remote range extender, bought on Amazon. Let's see. Pops out. And pops on just like that. Makes a big difference. If you watch this video, it made a big difference. Well, thanks for watching, and take care, stay safe, and if you want to, please leave a comment. Take care.